Cup of coffee, a quick trip to the bathroom later, and we are into the next fight here. Let's see if we can get this soldier. Hopefully this will keep. We won't draw the attention of the priestess, perhaps. I really think this is probably the best way to go about it, because doing this will keep us from... I guarantee if we went to fight with her, she would draw the effect of the entire room probably on top of her. I do seem to remember that fight in the past. I think whenever I fought with Glenora, my dwarf, that's what happened. That I kind of ran straight up the middle, attacked her, and she called everything in the room over there to help defend her. So much easier to take them out this way, if you're gonna solo it. Okay, I'm going to hold off on the area of effect there until we are fighting the priestess, or until we get over there and fight those two scouts and all in the corner. No use wasting it on one person. Take a look around the architecture again. Isn't it beautiful? All the statues of all the various elf lords around the walls here. Various warriors and craftsmen and all. Okay. Come up and boom. Said I did not realize this mission was going to be so long. It is definitely kind of pushing the limits of what I'm going to be able to do here. I'm certainly hoping. Alright, Torn Manual of Ring Lore. So good. We have found another part of the manuals. Oh, no. No. We're not chasing you over there. In fact, we may throw a rock at you. You want me, you're going to have to come over here. Let's get out of your range. There you go. Yeah, you're not going to pull me over there to your priestess. That's a good time not to have auto-follow. There's one of the settings, of course, in the UI where you auto-follow your targets. That shows you a good time not to have that in effect. Because, yeah, we would have followed him right over there into the middle of these two. Alright, priestess. What level are you? Level 52? And you've only got, about 3 times the hit points I have. Shouldn't be much of a much. Let's go. The mistress foresaw that you would come. She said you have proven most resourceful in the past. However, I fear that resourcefulness will not avail you this time. Well, that's a cheap trick. Not to let me get my area of effect attack in like that. That's just low. Low and dishonest, that is. Tell you what, let's take you, and let's take you out of the fight. Oh, I've forgotten I was a burglar and I could stun people like that, riddle them out of the fight. That way I've only got 2 people beating on me instead of all 3 of them. You know what? Let's take you out. Take out your buddies. There we go. Like a Waku fool, come Magmarum, defend me, defend me. Desecrated Spirit, that's what he's called, a Desecrated Spirit. And that's the one that causes all the problems with the Dread. Battle's gone on long enough that the area of effect kicked back in. Mirobel shall be your grave. Completed the scrolls from Angmar, scholars from Angmar. Now we got advanced scholars from Angmar. Come on, priestess. Let's have a fair fight here, shall we? Now, fair fight means I win. Haven't you ever heard of picking on someone your own size? Is that why you keep kneeling down, so you'll be on my level? What are you doing? Can't tell if she's trying to cast some kind of heal or what it is, but it doesn't seem to be having too much of an effect. Is she trying to open the door? What is she doing there? Glad I noticed that she had ran out of my range there for a moment. I can't do. The mistress was right. Completed the invaders of Mirobel, the Ring Forge. Alright. We are now known as Gnarlo, the Forge Warden, and the battle continues. Into another very pretty zone, though. Look at that. This place was gorgeous back in its time. Really, really gives you the sense of what it must have been like down here in Eregion whenever it was at its peak. Discovered the ring forges of Tham Mirdane. Let us go into sneak mode. Alright, looks like the forges have been fired. They must have used the skin of Barragmore. And there's Amarthiel to get the forges going. You have sacrificed much to arrive here, Gnarlo. Yet all of your efforts were for naught. You are too late. Narchuil has been forged anew. However, I do not wish to seem ungrateful, for you have proven a boon companion in my labors, so I will allow you to be the first to fall before Narchuil reborn. Come now, claim your reward. Ah, finally, getting a fight. Amarthiel herself. You have been running that mouth of yours for way too long. It is time to give some payback. Oh, good Lord, look at the dread again. Can we get away from whatever's casting all the dread on us? Or is that you? Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Not good at all. Okay, let's get... Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Woo! Wow. I wonder if that's her ring that's causing all that. That is intense. Okay, do I have anything that's good at fighting dread? Let me take a look here. Do I have anything in my inventory that's good for dread? So, good Lord, was she putting some on us. You know, back in the olden days, before they took all those potions away from you, you would have things. You would have, like, various salves and stuff that were good for fighting off those kind of effects. We need something that gives us hope. Needs to be a hope potion or something here. Tome of Will. I don't see anything that's going to boost our hope up. What's that? Reputation, mount speed. After all that, I really don't want to have to come back in here. Really don't want to have to come back in here and lose here at the end because I don't have anything to boost my hope up. Wow. Yep, I don't have anything that's going to increase hope. Nasty. And look at that. Where is that coming from? Is that coming from her? Your heart is heavy in the face of such evil. Plus 9 dread. Wow. And there's nothing I have. I don't think I have any abilities that allow me to do that. She's got 75,000 hit points. 75,000 hit points. Disease, wound, fear, and poison. Don't think that's going to help. Nope, that doesn't have any effect against dread. Okay, well, best we can do is let's kick in some superior limbus. Let's kick in, heck, some perch. We're going to kick in some scrolls of maximum morale and power. Tome of defense. And do we have like an attack tome? Anything that will increase our attack. Combat run speed. Yep, plus 5% attack damage. Will that do? Yep. Alright, I think we buffed ourselves as much as we can buff ourselves, so let's run back up there and fight her again. We've already seen getting away from the forges isn't doing anything to help us. Boy, we keep cowering because of the dread there. That is not good. I don't even know if we're doing any damage to her. Alright, shows connection to the... You have fought well, but it's time we end this. Behold the power of Narchuil reborn. Oh, so all I had to do is live for a while. A booming voice echoes, Mistress Amarthiel, the true Lord of Angmar, requests your presence. Mordrembor, what madness is this? What the hell was that? She ran through this door. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Whoa, there we go. Mordrembor, Lord of Angmar, you seek above your station, fool. Narchuil is mine once more, and none shall stand against me. Oh no, mistress, thou dost not take my meaning. I spoke not of myself, but another. As I said, Angmar's true lord bids these to come before him. Speak plainly, Mordrembor, I shall end your miserable life. Come then, mistress, I will bring thee into my lord's presence and put an end to your questions. Let us first make certain this rabble does not disturb us. What rabble? I am not rabble. Alright, follow Amarthiel and Mordrembor. Easy enough. Let's see what happens. Now, Mordrembor, you shall see the power of Narchuil. Come, tell me who is this master of Angmar of whom you spoke. Thou shalt see for thyself. Look to the skies. Oh, my heart. Behold, the master of Angmar. Mordoreth, how is this possible? Foolish Amarthiel, my spirit is bound to the Witch King. It would take more than an elf sword wielded by a worthless ranger to defeat me. Although formless, my spirit remained in my master's service. In his dark city I was reclothed. I knelt before him, seeking both forgiveness and permission to extract my revenge. He bid me wait, wishing to see how his realm favored under your command. He was not pleased. Seeing his growing displeasure, I entered into a pact with Mordrembor. In return for his betrayal of you, I would permit him to take Narchuil for his own. He readily agreed. Now, Amarthiel, once champion of Angmar, will you stand aside for Angmar's true lord? Stand aside, fool! See the power of Narchuil reborn. Your choice comes as no surprise to me. Indeed, the Witch King foresees all things. He knew regaining Narchuil would lead you into folly. Narchuil is powerful, true, but it holds no sway over me. My power flows from the Lord of the Nazgul himself. Now behold your undoing. Mordrembor, your prize awaits. Thank you, my lord. I have long awaited this day, mistress. Allow me now to relieve thee of thy burden. Cease thy struggles. Narchuil is mine. Good, my servant. Now finish your task. End her life. As you command. Stay your hand. Laerdan, I am surprised to see you here. Have you not failed your daughter enough already? Your words have no power over me, Mordred, for I know your true name. I remember when your armies routed Angmar on the fields of Fornost. I remember the brave king who foolishly rode forth to menace Morgul and was lost. I remember when you were called Eärnur and were the Witch King's most hated foe. Silence, that name means nothing to me. Mordrembor, take his voice. With great pleasure, my lord. You shall pay for what you have done to my daughter, beast. Ha! It is thou who hast met thy end. Narmaleth, only Dunakar. Father. What a touching scene. I could not have devised a more perfect punishment for you, Amarthiel. I leave you now, hopeless and broken. Let us go, Mordrembor. Angmar awaits my return. Wow, Mordorith has returned. I thought it was the Lord of the Nazgul arriving there first. I guess he has been tied up, but oh my lord. What an ending, what an ending. Worth it. Worth that long, long travel through the ring forges here. Completed the doom of the North. Oh, hang on, there's my wife. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to tell her I'm on my way to pick her up from work, so let's finish this up right quick. Amarthiel pays you no mind, for her grief is all-consuming. Although she has suffered terribly at the hands of her former allies, she may yet pose a threat to the north. You must take her away as a prisoner of the Free Peoples and leave her to their mercy. Travel now.
All that she desired seemed within her grasp, yet her father's betrayal of the Free Peoples was rewarded with a betrayal against her. Mordorith has returned, and Eriador stands on the brink of conquest by the forces of Angmar. As for Amarthiel, what future awaits her? Her fate is uncertain.
Alright, there you go. That is where we are going to stop. It's only 45 minutes until the servers go down. Plus, I've got to run and pick my wife up from work, so it looks like we are probably back here. Yep, we are in Delisad once more. There's the watch cabinet. They haven't brought her back here, have they? Why did they bring her back here? Oh well, when we come back, we'll look through the deeds that we have come up with, and we will talk to the watch captain and probably finish chapter 15 and probably book 15 here. So we will see you again in just a little while. Okay folks, we have returned. It is a day or two later. I've been at work for the last couple of days, so obviously at the end of the last part of this episode, whenever we stopped here, I did mean that we would be finishing up chapter 15 of book 14, not that we would be finishing up book 15 in this episode. A little bit of difference there. Let's talk to Glorenthal, the watch captain, right quick. We are back here in Delisad. And let's see what he has to say about the whole thing with,
What can I do for you?
Amarthiel. Yeah, it looks like they must be holding her in Delisad here again. Obviously, they are using elven guards this time, not human ones. Master Elrond awaits you in his library, Gnarlo. You should speak with him at once. Okay. So, does that get us a transport?
Megovanen.
No, it does not. So we've got to leave here and go talk to Elrond. That we can do. Can we go any further? What we got going on? Is Amarthiel here anywhere? Why don't we go past since they don't seem to be stopping us? I would like to just run past them. I think we can find our way back to where Amarthiel is. Just follow along where it was. I remember that brazier being knocked down. If you remember all the little dream memories that we came across last time. Is she back in there again? I'll bet that she is back off in that area again. Though we don't seem to be able to see her back there. They've got it all closed off. Can we go any further into this place? Is there something back this way? All these routes are closed off this time. Oh, there's Amarthiel. Or Narmaleth, her form. They will not let us talk to her. But as we see, yes, she is sealed off back here in the depths of Delisad once more. She must be alone in her grief. Alright, well, what we are going to do, we are going to leave out of Delisad here. That'll put us back in the Trollshaws, down the river a ways, and we will ride back up to Rivendell. And return to Lord Elrond. Let him know how poorly the adventure at the Ring Forges have gone, far to the south in Eregion. Let's bid farewell to Delisad, because this is probably the last time we will be in here. At least that I know of. Maybe we'll come back here again at some future point. But this is the last time that I'm aware of, as far as I've gotten in this story anyway. So Narmaleth, we will leave you to your fate. And a sad one it has been so far. Alright. You see, we are back in Delisad. Don't feel too bad for Laerdan. I mean, he will go to the halls of Manos now. His spirit has flown Middle-earth. He's gone beyond any kind of cares of this world. And of course, he will be there in the halls of Manos for a while until, well, for one thing, until we turn our dang light on here. Good Lord, it got dark. He'll be in his spirit will be in the halls of Manos for a while until it gets arrested and reincarnated. As I said, right there is the elf. Angmarum have come to Tal Bruinen, and they have shown Delisad much interest. Indeed. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to cross back across, go back up the Bruinen here. As you see there, we're going to follow the river all the way back over there to Rivendell. And we will see you when we reach Elrond. But as I was saying, Laerdan's spirit will be reincarnated eventually into a body, and he will be back in the Undying Lands of Valinor, where he can get his rest and his recuperation. And we will see you back when we talk to Elrond once more. We have returned back to Elrond's study, Elrond's library here. We're going to run through the deeds over here that we picked up right quick. First, we've completed a deed, which was Invaders of Meridan Ringforge. That's where we killed the two leaders of this invasion, Strock and Priestess Grain. And that got us the Forge Warden, it got us turbine points, and we got increased reputation. There are two other invaders of Tham Meridan. Like I said, there are three instances that you can run down there. One of them is the Ring Forge, one of them is the library, and I forget what the third one is. But as you see, we've also discovered the Halls of Night, and there's scholars from Angmar. That's where we defeated Angmarum. We defeated 40 Angmarum there. And of course, then we picked up the advanced one, which is probably this. Yes, advanced scholars from Angmar, where we would have to continue doing the instances, and we need to kill 79 more Angmarum down there. All right. And that will be our title, right? Yes, the Forge Warden. Your defeat of the two guardians of the Ring Forge of Tham Meridan has proven you a hardy and valiant warrior. And there are two other leaders in each of the other instances, too. So there's 6 total. You can get that 3 different versions of the leaders there as you work through. All right, let's go down here. Let's talk to Elrond. Let him know what horrible things have happened. And see if we're going to finish up Chapter 15 and finish up Book 14 here. All right, the Doom of the North.
Dark days are coming.
The shadow has not yet lifted, not as long as Narchuil rests in the hands of Mordorith. But you have scored at least one major victory for Eriador. Amarthiel has been captured. Alas, though, for the loss of Laerdan. He thought he could bring forth his daughter from Amarthiel. We must learn whether he succeeded. So, increased reputation. Let's see what we have here. Don't think... Oh, that one's close. That one's very close. Let's see. 33 fate, 16 might, 16 vitality, 16 will, 18 max power. I'll pick that up. That might actually be better than the Matham Hunter's pads. Okay. Another book? Yep. Book 15, Chapter 1. A Strange Fate.
Dark days are coming.
I am concerned, Gnarlo, as I am sure you are, by the capture of Amarthiel. Though she has been stripped of Narchuil, she may still pose some threat to the unwary. It is no small choice deciding the fate of Amarthiel. But there are other pressing matters. Strange news has come in from my scouts in the south. I must concern myself with these things, as well as others, and I have tasked none less than the Elf Lord Glorfindel with the matter of Amarthiel. See what counsel he can give you, and maybe you can offer him some aid in rendering his judgment. You may find Lord Glorfindel outside of my house to the southeast. So we need to go talk to Glorfindel. All right, so there we go. Chapter 1, A Strange Fate. We are now in the final book of the first volume, Shadows of Angmar. And that is where we will leave it. This has been a long, long battle. 3 episodes worth to cover this last chapter. But what a satisfying conclusion it was there. All right, that is where we are going to leave you. I'm going to smoke a bowl with Lord Elrond here. And next time, whenever we rejoin you, we will start on Chapter 1 and go and talk to Glorfindel. So thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with the length of this. And we will see you then. Bye-bye.